Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. Today, I want to talk about how to handle being a rebound. I usually talk about getting an ex back, but I want to discuss what to do if you find yourself dating someone who recently became single. But before I do that, I want to remind you to be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And while you're at it, tap the bell icon so you'll be notified when a new video is up. So I got the idea to make this video from a comment, as I sometimes get ideas for videos. So let me read this comment. It says, "We dated for a month. He said he had feelings for his ex. They had broken up about 5 months before, but ready to move on. So the ex drove by his house." We know what's coming, and saw my car or another car at his house, and then she wanted to make it work. Oh, what a surprise. So he broke up with me. Now, since he broke up with me last Tuesday, he's called me and texted me to talk. And on Easter Sunday, he texted me wanting to talk. I finally ignored his text on Sunday, and he commented on this. So before I had a chance to comment, someone else chimed in, and they said, "Girl, this guy is bad news. I know you like him, but he left you for his ex, and now he wants to come back." No. He has literally no regard for your feelings. You really deserve better. Wrong, wrong, wrong. This is why you have to take advice, dating advice, from people who are not dating experts with a grain of salt. That is not how you handle the situation. Listen, for most people, there is always going to be an ex lurking in the background when they meet someone. In fact, I wrote an article on that called The X Factor. You can read that on my website, theartoflove.net. There's usually someone that we haven't gotten over, we haven't gotten closure, someone we would be happy to get back with if given the chance. Usually, there's someone. And so the first thing you want to do when you meet someone is to determine what their feelings are about a recent ex. Are they over them? Are they not? And then you want to figure out whether you want to stay or not. But remember that if you want to stay, there is a good chance that if he or she is not over his ex, they will want to get back together with them somehow. And often, when the ex finds out that their ex, this is getting confusing, I know, is dating someone else, that's usually when they want them back. So I'm not surprised that she drove by the house and suddenly someone else was there, and oh geez, suddenly after 5 months, now she wants him back? Yeah, that's how it works. In fact, I experienced this firsthand when I was living in Italy, and I was 22, and I started dating this guy, and he had just gotten out of a relationship, and we had only been seeing each other, probably like this girl in the comment, less than a month. And then, of course, lo and behold, his ex found out, and knowing him, he probably told her to make her jealous, "Ooh, I'm seeing someone else." And so, of course, gee, what do you know? She wanted him back. What a surprise. And so he started seeing her again, and then he also was seeing me, but he told me that he was also seeing her. And of course, being 22 at that point, you're like, oh, okay, no problem. I'll accept this. I'll accept being the side piece. And that lasted for a couple of weeks. And then one night when he was leaving, we had been having fun at my place, and he had to go and pick her up from work. And I was not happy about that. And so I said to him, I don't like this. But since I was in Italy, I said it in Italian. And I said, "Non mi piace questo." And he responded, "Non me ne frega," which means, I don't care. Well, in that moment, the fact that he said to me, "I don't care," that was the pivotal moment in our relationship, and that changed everything from then on, because I'm not someone that you say, "I don't care" to. So what I did was, as he was heading over there, I called her because I knew where she worked, and I said, "Your boyfriend's been seeing me. Keep him away from me. He's on his way to pick you up. He's wearing jeans, a green sweater, and a black leather jacket." So when he walked in wearing jeans, a green sweater, and a black leather jacket, she knew I was telling the truth. So after that, she kept him on a short leash. We didn't see each other. However, since he had a magazine stand downtown behind the Duomo, that huge church. When you see pictures of Milan, his magazine stand was behind there, and that's like the center of town, and I was always down there. So I would see him when I would go by, and we were friendly. There was no hard feelings after a while. And so he would keep in touch once in a while, call me. And so about a year later, I had just flown back across the Atlantic, back to Italy, and I was dead tired, and I was sleeping, and the buzzer from the door downstairs starts ringing. Ring, ring, ring. I go answer, and I'm like, hello? And he said, it's me. I broke up with Miriam. I want to be with you. Let me up. And I said, I'm sleeping. I said, come back later, which shows you my interest level, because if I had been really interested, I'd be like, well, come on up. But instead, I chose sleep over him. And so we ended up dating for 5 years, and then he proposed, but I said no. So the fact that I stopped it in its tracks, I didn't like the fact that I was going to be the side piece, and I showed him that he had to respect me. He did, and that changed everything. And so you have to decide how you're going to deal with the situation when you find out that there is an ex. And if anything, you want them to have closure with their ex so that they can put that relationship behind them and move on. And so I'm actually glad that they got back together immediately, because then that led to their relationship ending a second time and ending for good. And I'm glad it happened sooner rather than later, because you don't want to be dating someone for 6 months, a year, and then they go back to their ex. The sooner, the better. If anything, encourage him or her to go back. Be happy that they get back together. Say, you're not over your ex. You really should try to work things out. Go, go, go. Push him so that it'll end. He can get over it. She can get over it. And in fact, the more you try to make him go back to the ex, the more he'll be like, why? Why do you want to go back to the ex? Don't you like me? No, but you need to deal with that situation. You don't have closure. I can see you're still not over it. So why don't you just go take care of that situation? And you're going to look so mature for doing that. But meanwhile, you and I know that you're doing that so that they'll hurry up and end their little association with each other, and you guys can start their relationship. So the quicker they get back together, the quicker they will break up for good. Otherwise, the other way to deal with being a rebound when you find out is to just walk away and tell them that, once that more time has passed between their last relationship and the beginning of yours, then you can get together. And I actually did this with someone else that I met, that he was great in every way, except I found out that he had only been broken up from a 7-year relationship. It had only been 3 months. So, no, I said no. I said, it's way too soon. It's way too soon. He never did contact me again, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if they got back together or what, but there was no way I was getting in the middle of that. No good can come from going out with someone when they are still interested in their ex. Okay? So if you think you're a rebound, or if you have been a rebound, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. But if you think you might be a rebound but you're not sure, or if you're trying to get back with your ex, then why not contact me about a private coaching session so that I can help you. And you can contact me at theartoflove.net. The direct link is below, where you can also sign up for my free newsletter. If you're listening on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe. If you're listening on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.